Hey, I'm Gray Fox.
And I'm Vixen.
And welcome to another Battlbox review.
We're on mission 43.
Hmm?
It is EDC 3.0.
3.0.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, I always like the EDC boxes because we're always changing out what we carry. So It's kind of nice to, have an update on stuff.
Yeah, I think I've liked every EDC box or stuff like that they've done.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Yep. So should we jump right in?
Sure.
Okay. So in the basic box, the $24.99 cost, the first item we have is the Speedy Sharp Knife Sharpening. Let me try that again. Speedy Sharp Knife Sharpener / Ferro Rod Striker.
So it's nice. It's compact. Has a cap. It definitely would fit in any sort of small pocket or pouch or whatever. It's no big deal. It has the carbide tip on it, so you can just run it along. And it makes a nice sharp blade. Want to feel it with your tongue?
No.
Okay. All right. So no, it's nice, and apparently this works really well for striking a ferro rod, which is cool. Which we have a whole box of them over there. But yeah, no, cool little product. Definitely something that'll go into a kit.
Okay. All right. So up next we have the Later Bro Classic Black.
Okay. So this is kind of trick. We gotta support Black Scout Survival, Black Scout Survival. I got one of his lighters at Blade Show. Put that in there. But a nice little carrying case. Doesn't take up much more space than the lighter does, to be honest. And then you have a scissors here. Chop, chop. And you have a knife blade right there, which is plenty sharp. I like that they put a dual-sided bevel on there as opposed to just a wedge. And then you have a mini eyeglasses, screwdriver, punch, awl, whatever you want to call it, here and there as well. So all really interesting tools that I would use in a little kit. The bottom also works as a bottle opener, and you have a little keyring thing on here as well. So yeah, pretty cool.
I really like it. I would really like to carry one myself, so I might be stealing this one.
That's fine. You can steal. I'll just get another one.
Okay. So next up we have Exotac Free Key System.
Mm-hmm. So it's got a few little rings on it. It's a standard. Not standard, but it's a to hold your keys. But what they did different was they put this little hump in here, so that when you squeeze it, it makes it easier to put keys on. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten the thing jammed up in my fingernail trying to pry the thing open.
Yep, I've broken many a fingernail doing that. Yep. I've grabbed ordinary objects to help me put a key on a key ring so many times. Ended up breaking something or hurting myself.
So I'm a fan of Exotac. They've made some really cool stuff over the years. Mostly they were fire starters, right?
Yeah.
So different types of ferro rods and things like that. But they keep coming up with different tools and things just to make life easier, and I absolutely appreciate that. But no, Exotac is a really, really cool company. But this is just another example of them thinking outside the box. So very cool.
Yeah, I like it. I think that's really cool. Really creative.
And the next item is Exotac too, right?
Yeah, the next item is Exotac BMQR 380 Magnetic Quick Release Keyring.
So it just looks like a little bullet. But again, you can put whatever keyring you want on the bottom, and then you have another small keyring on the top. And then you just pull it out, and it has a really strong, a nice magnet on there to hold it together. Where I am going to use this is on motorcycle keys. So I can have my house keys and all my other keys on the bottom, or my car key, whatever.
Right.
And then I can put my motorcycle key on top. The reason for that being is you don't want a bunch of keys on a motorcycle key bouncing around, because it'll just tear up the dash of your motorcycle.
Right.
So having just a small little piece like this, on there it's not gonna bounce around.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll definitely be using this, and I think it's pretty cool.
Right.
All right. Unless you have something else you want to say about that. I mean, it's pretty. Pretty
I
cool.
mean, we've had similar type items, maybe not a little bullet,
Right.
but like a quick release
The
keychain
plunger
before.
type. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's always very useful, but we have a tendency of breaking those. So
Right.
hopefully this one holds up better.
Well,
I
sure,
think
it's
it
a
will.
magnet. There's less mechanical failures, right?
Right,
Because
right.
it's just a magnet. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. And I
Mhm.
think that's a really good use on a motorcycle like that.
Yep.
Okay, so last up in the basic box, we have BattleTech DUT Daily Utility Tool.
So, just
Duty?
a duty, little
I
grenade
just wanted to
looking,
say duty.
grenade looking thing. You're such a child.
Sometimes.
But it has this. You can press this little piece right here and slide up, and you have basically, well, actually, an X-Acto knife blade that comes up, and it is replaceable. You can take the screws out and put another blade in there, but it's nice. It's compact. It'll fit anywhere. It's just
Yeah.
super small.
You can use it like a box cutter, and
You use it on a lot of stuff,
Pretty
right?
much,
Yeah,
yeah.
box cutter. I can think of a lot of ways that we'll use it in some of the art and stuff that we do.
yeah, or like when you buy something that comes in that plastic packaging,
Yeah.
so you don't wreck your nice knife,
Right.
cutting that out.
Sure.
That's a perfect little thing for that.
Yeah, no, it's great, and it keeps your other blades from getting damaged.
Right.
And it's easy enough to change this blade out, so pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I dig it.
Okay, so that was everything that was in the basic box.
Mhm.
Our total value so far is $59.33.
Nice.
So yeah, really cool. That's more than double. So going into the advanced box, the $49.99 cost. By the way, our value is already above that.
Mm-hmm.
The first item we have is the Olight S1 Baton flashlight, which included one non-rechargeable 16340 battery.
Mm-hmm. So this is the S1 baton from Olight. Olight always makes fantastic products. We have several Olights that
Yeah.
we absolutely love. This one will get into the mix as well. I like how small it is. It's easy to pack up. It does come with the lanyard, and it comes with the battery. But you can get rechargeable batteries for this if you want, or you can get a pack of these batteries. They're pretty inexpensive. But it just has a single button on off. If you hold it in, it turns it on into a moonlight mode, so it's really kind of dull but doesn't shine a whole ton. And then if you just press it and hold it, it puts on the main light. If you hold it in after it's on, it'll cycle through the different lights. And then I believe if you triple tap, I think. Come on. Whatever, I think if you triple tap it, it's supposed to go into strobe. There we go.
Oh.
Strobe. So anyways, yeah, I gotta get a little bit used to that. But strobe is great for blinding people, disorienting attackers, things like that. It's also good for signaling if you're in trouble somewhere. People can see a strobe and go, what the hell's going on?
Mm-hmm.
The clip itself is removable, so you don't have to leave it on there. If you do have it on there, of course you could, affix it to your hat or whatever for a headlamp. But it's nice and light and small, and that's what I dig about it. I always like to have rechargeable flashlights. Not that I'm faulting Battlebox for not giving us a rechargeable battery and the magnetic charger, because that would add too much price to
Sure.
the price point. But I'll definitely be adding that to the kit, at least a rechargeable battery that I can charge with my existing chargers. But no, very cool. I dig it. Olight's fantastic products.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go wrong with them.
Yep. You can never have too many flashlights.
No.
Okay, so also up in the advanced, we have the Exotac EDC roll.
I haven't opened this yet. So it has a leather strap that, of course, you could use as a strap if you wanted to after you finish with your Speedy Sharp, you could get any sort of edges off on your knives with the little leather strap on the back side, on this side. But let's see here. Pull that off. Velcro, more Velcro. You could put some patches on here if you wanted to show off, like coins. You know, a lot of people show off patches like you show off campaign coins or whatever, you know.
Okay.
So here you have a bunch of small pockets. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small pockets on the mesh, which is right here. And then on the inside you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets there as well. But you could easily fit a couple of things in that pocket, I'm sure. So just for example, let me tuck a knife in here. And let me grab this one. Tuck that in there. So as you can see, I have 2 crossbones side by side. Yeah, no problem. So you could fit a lot of different miscellaneous things in here. But the nice thing about it is if you do have a EDC, that I think every EDC item this month will fit in this, no problem.
Yeah.
You know, plus some.
Right.
But yeah, so there's it just has a good use. You can put it in your truck. You can put it, you know, in your car. For those of you who still drive cars, I know there's a couple of you.
A Prius, perhaps.
Yeah, Prius. But anyways, it just rolls up. I mean, of course, it's going to be bigger than this when you stuff it with gear. But then the leather strap comes up through and then goes through the other side. In there. This definitely has to be broken in a little bit, which we will in no time, but that's pretty much it. It's, of course, Exotac like the other things were. Not a typical Exotac product, kind of like that tape C-needle bobbin that we got from them.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was an unusual product, right?
Right.
And so is this. It's not something you would normally see from Exotac, but I'm glad they did it, and the quality is great. So I think it's going to be an item that'll do. Every item in this box I'm going to use, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, or you're going to skeef it, but it's going to get used either way.
All right, so that's everything in the advanced box. So for the $49.99 cost, the total value so far is $124.27.
Nice.
That's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So next up, we're into the Pro, the $99.99 cost, which our value is already over that.
Mm-hmm.
So we have exactly one item in that, and that is the Real Steel G5 Metamorph.
Yep. So the cool thing about this is the Metamorph, and
The
again,
exclusive Battlebox
exclusive color. I'll probably have to take a picture of it because it may disappear on the green screen. But anyways, the cool thing about this is it's a front flipper. So the flipper's on the front of the knife as opposed to the back of the knife. So some people find these a little bit difficult to open. It's really not. You just have to make sure that you're flipping it with your thumb, and then you have to use your wrist. And then there's really nothing to it. But for somebody who doesn't use flippers or anything, it may take a minute to get used to. But once you get used to it, it's really no big deal. But I love the shape of this. I really dig the color of it. It actually, the green color is very similar to the green. I had a Triumph Speed Triple that was almost this exact same color, and I loved it. It's like a green gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very similar. But it's just a cool color.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's a cool knife. I dig it. I love the blade shape, kind of that almost a daggerish blade shape to it. It's nice and light. it's definitely something you can put in your pocket and forget that it's there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, cool knife.
I like the color.
Mm-hmm.
You can only have so many black, brown, gray
Knives, yeah.
knives,
Sure.
you know. So anything that's a slightly different color,
Mhm.
very cool.
I like it.
Yeah. All right. So that was the Pro
Yep.
item.
Yep.
Our value now is $194.26.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're at the knife of the month.
Knife of the month.
So the knife of the month this month is the CRKT Crossbones and CRKT Viva combo.
Mm-hmm. I have to look to see which one I've had. So this is the one I've had. I could tell by a few more scratches in it. But anyways, this thing opens up silky smooth. Silky smooth. But it's just
Like my hair.
like your hair, yeah. It's a great knife. Of course, this one is the one that comes in the Battlbox, which is a new one. The funny thing about this is we were at Blade Show,
Mm-hmm.
and Dan handed me his Crossbones. He's like, hey, check this out. Tell me what you think. I had seen the Crossbones before. It's been out for a while. But I checked it out, and I was like, damn, that's a nice knife. I'm going to have to buy one. So I did. I went and bought one. And, of course, we got one this month. So that's all right, though. It's always nice. If you have a knife that you really like to have a spare, it's always pretty cool. Not only
So-
that, but you can kit it.
Lesson learned, if somebody at Blade Show asks you to check out a knife, you might be getting
Especially
one
if
in
it's
Battlebox.
Dan. That was just stupid of me. Matter of fact, he had a bunch of stuff in those. Or something very similar to this if it wasn't this, right?
Thanks, Daniel.
Yeah, thanks, Daniel. But anyways, it opens just super fast. It's switchblade fast. It's just amazingly fast. The cantilever system that they use is just so smooth. And it's a nice feeling knife. Because of the knurled texture that's on there, it has a really good, it's almost diamond texture, but it has a really good purchase to it. You have some jimping on the back, but the blade is thin, but it's a great cutting knife. I mean, you can really use it for a lot of different things. It's not so thin, as you can tell by the back here. It's not so thin that it's going to break on you. I wouldn't pry with it, but that's just kind of silly. But as far as cutting and opening boxes or cutting branches off of something or doing a little bit of whittling or whatever you want, I mean, it's definitely going to work. Let's see if I can do this left-handed. Yep, no problem. So yeah, just a really, really cool knife. No crossbones about it.
So cheesy.
It's horrible. But anyways, yeah, no, I really like it. And I mean, you've seen me using this thing for a while now.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool knife. I really like it. So yeah, so that's the knife, and then
Yeah.
What's the Viva?
That was the CRKT Viva combo.
Okay, so this is the Viva.
Viva.
Viva Las Vegas. So it has a little hook on it to hook on your belt loop or pack or whatever you want to do. But you have a bottle opener because God knows we haven't gotten enough Battlebox bottle openers. It seems like we've got a million of them, right?
I think they're trying to tell us something.
I know. Matter of fact, we got 2 bottle openers this month, so we should be good to go. But you have a bottle opener, you have a screwdriver. I don't fault Battlebox for that. It just seems like a lot of things are getting bottle openers these days.
Yeah.
You got a little wrench. You got a little hole for a keyring maybe. I don't know what the hole would be for. But yeah, I mean, if you need to pry something or whatever, or open a bottle, or you have an emergency where you need to use a wrench, you got it right there. So it makes for a nice piece of EDC gear.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yes.
So on top of that, Olight gave us a coupon
Mm-hmm.
for a PL Mini Valkyrie, which is right here, and it's $12 off, and they give you a coupon code. Use this coupon. Oh, okay, it's up top. But anyway, so you get $12 off that. And I will be buying that because it's a nice little light to go out on your rail on your gun. So very cool. So that's pretty neat. So as far as the box goes, what do you think?
Everything is a winner. So almost every month there's an item or two that,
Mhm.
or sometimes more, that I'm just like, okay, all right. It'll go in the pile of stuff that we don't quite know what to do with.
Right.
But literally every single thing that came in this box
Mhm.
is going to get used.
Absolutely. So there's no filler. I mean,
No.
every piece in here is a usable piece of gear that we
Right.
don't have to store
Right.
because we know we're going to use it.
Exactly.
Right. There's no storing. Everything will go either into just regular use on a cycle, or it'll go immediately into my vehicle or a kit or something. Right. I mean,
Right.
all of it is going to get used.
Right.
The other thing that I just want to bring up real quick is that a lot of times people look at, I know they gave us the Viva as well as the Crossbones because the value of the Crossbones was slightly less than what they're used to, right? So, but in reality, as far as I'm concerned, something that I'm going to use on a day-to-day basis has a tremendous amount of value. I get more value out of that than something that I store on a shelf until I'm going to need it, right?
Right.
Something that I'm going to use on a day-to-day basis. So I think there's definitely the value there. What's the total value on the box? It's
The total value on the box is $274.25.
that's fantastic. But
Right. So
I don't really care about that number as much as I do gear that, number one, gear that I'm going to use, right? And number two, maybe stuff that I just haven't seen or thought of before, right?
right.
You know, like those the water purification kit we got a couple of missions back that you just throw into a puddle and it fills itself up through osmosis, and you know, I mean, I was like, wow, that's incredible.
Right.
You know, and I've never seen that anywhere before.
Yeah.
So Battlebox, I love the fact that you're finding new products and doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
The other thing too is I've gotten a couple of comments lately where people are saying, you know, you guys are fanboys, you wear the shirts, you do whatever, blah blah blah. Yeah, and it's earned.
Yeah.
You know, I am a fanboy of Battlebox. I think they do a tremendous job. If they did something that was jacked up, I would call them out on it.
Right.
But they've earned my respect, and because they've earned my respect, I respect them back. You know, I have a lot of faith in what Battlebox is doing. I have a lot of trust in the products that they're providing because they provide great products.
Right.
You know, if they started putting stuff in that I didn't like, I'd tell you I don't like it. So just wanted to throw that out there because I found that interesting. But yeah, no, I think the box is a home run. I don't think you could do much better for an EDC box.
Right.
You know.
You know, as far as the retail cost of the knife and the Viva, the combo kit, I'm not so much worried about the dollar amount of that one individual item because if you add everything up, the value is more than there.
Oh yeah.
And you know, like you said earlier, there's no filler in this box this month. When I took the box out of the mailbox, the fact that it fit in our mailbox,
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
That's pretty crazy. So I was like, what's this little box? Did we order something from the store?
Yeah.
But no, it was our box for this month. And the fact that all this really awesome stuff is compacted into one very small box is really great.
It'll all fit in here, really.
Yeah.
All of it. Yeah, so great box. One last thing I'm going to show you guys is those of you who follow Forged in Fire on the History Channel.
Yeah, it is History Channel.
Yeah. There's a gentleman on there by the name of Tobin Nieto. He actually owns a company called Stonehaven Knife Works. Great guy. We've known him for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
And just super awesome guy. So at Blade Show I asked him to make me something, and he did. So this knife here, look at this thing. Just a crazy, mean beast looking knife. Really cool wrap, just pretty awesome. I mean, it just definitely is like a apocalypse type blade, and it's super light for what it is. But great knife. And then I told him I wanted a sinister looking leather sheath for it, so he did that for me. And it's got the copper rivets and then just a really cool leather with a really interesting pattern on the front. But it just, when you put it in there, it just snaps in almost like a Kydex sheath, and it's just in there. So just a really cool setup knife. And Tobin, thank you so much. Great knife, man. Thank you.
It was worth the wait.
It was worth the extended wait. Yeah, absolutely. He's had kind of a tough year this year, so do me a favor. Go to Stonehaven Knife Works. Check him out on Instagram. And just show the guy some love because he makes some amazing stuff. And if you're not following him on Instagram, you can see some just really crazy stuff that he's coming up with.
Yep.
But he's got some crazy stuff he's doing right now too.
Yeah.
So, anyways, excuse me. The giveaway this month is a Wii knife. This is a Wii hat. So for those of you who haven't subscribed to Battlebox yet, there's a ton of great giveaways that they do month to month to month. Whoever wins that Wii knife, and I hope it's me, of course, will be super happy because Wii knives are fantastic. It's a China company, but they're independent from the country itself. So it's not
Right.
like they're stealing somebody else's design and making their stuff. They're completely independent, and their stuff is super, super high quality.
Right. And we spent some quality time with them at Blade Show.
Sure.
We got to know them
Yep.
pretty well.
Yeah, it was probably my biggest surprise of Blade Show this year.
Yeah.
Was Wii Knives.
Right,
I was
right.
so impressed with that company. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't go to Blade Show expecting, to meet with Wee Knives or, to really even do much other than, a walking glance by.
Mhm.
So they were definitely a big surprise for us and
Yep.
and a very awesome surprise actually.
And a very costly surprise.
Very costly.
I spent a lot of money with the Wii Knives. But anyways, that's all we got. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope those of you who are getting boxes or have your boxes, I hope you enjoy them. Those of you who haven't subscribed to Battlebox yet, you really can't go wrong. They have all sorts of, as she was reading, Basic, Advanced, Pro, and Pro Plus. Those are all different subscription levels that you can join, for basically every budget. You really can't go wrong. For between $25 and $150, that's the range. So pretty fantastic.
Yep.
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 All right, that's all I got. Hope you guys have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and peace.
See ya.
Stay foxy.
Stay foxy.
That was pretty close.
You want to try it again?
No, it's close enough.